Hey guys, so I just want to take a few moments and do a quick recap on Conflict Civil War Part 1 and talk a little bit on what's coming up for Part 2. So guys, we finished Part 1 this weekend as Splatt Brothers Paintball, and I got to put a lot of thank you out there for the players and of course the Splatt Brothers. The players, you guys were phenomenal. You braved the morning rain, right? But we played and it was dry. It was actually it looked dreadful, didn't it, guys? But then what? We started staging. Rain went away. We had a good muddy but dry event, right? We weren't getting rained on. But I really want to say thank you for giving Splatt Brothers a chance, right? Giving the rain a chance to go away, before we had some fun. It was great seeing you guys out there, new faces, familiar faces. It was absolutely, I don't think I could have asked for a better group to play the start of this little event. We were able to test out a lot of our mechanics for the future Part 2 and 3. And I got to tell you, from the team aspect, the URA team aspect, we really are looking forward to seeing some of you guys again, in both just traveling and playing with us and maybe even future URA events. We absolutely had a phenomenal time with all of you that showed up. Absolutely phenomenal time. Great sportsmanship all around, lots of laughs, lots of BBs. Right? It was phenomenal. Now, as far as the event itself, guys and scavengers, you're going to hate me on this. You did not win. Okay, the U.S. definitely took the prize. It was a vicious, long battle, but overall, the U.S. definitely won. Guys, the U.S. took 2 zones in under 90 minutes. That was a total of 3 control points in those zones. Pushed the scavs up a hill, away from those zones, constantly pushed them back until they got to the final zone, the towers. The towers was definitely the hardest one. They managed to get 1 control point out of 3, but they could not breach those tower guys, man. I felt like it was Helm's Deep. You guys in the towers, all of you, you guys did a great job. Just holding that line, using ammo. I love how you had scrimmagers on the bottom, just keeping the enemy away. It was really cool to watch. It was great to be a part of that. And I cannot believe that we fought there for 2 hours. When I checked with my lead ref, and she said, yeah, they've been playing for an hour and a half, I was beside myself. I went, oh my gosh, I felt like this was 20, 30 minutes. This has been a bloodbath. It was intense. That last battle was so intense for everybody. I think every time I popped my head out, Charles or Spec or Caveman would pop me. It was intense, man. You guys had laser sights on us. But I thought it was pretty cool how the revive system worked, and it kind of made it a pretty even battle if you think about it. When we tallied up the deaths at the end, it was 32 to 35. Y'all expended all of the US's revives. It was a very tough fight that last round, but ultimately the U.S. did win for the number of control points and zones captured versus the Scavs. Scavs, you did get 3 at the end when we reversed it in zone 3, but you still lost to 1 objective, and of course the other one's pushing you back a lot. But it was a great start to the event. It really was. We were able to test out some mechanics, get some good feedback from you guys on some changes we're going to implement for Part 2. And I know a lot of us are really looking forward to it, and I hope that some of you that came to Part 1 join us for Part 2. Part 2 will be at Roanoke Airsoft the first weekend of April 6th. And for those of you that have not been to Roanoke before, typically our Force on Force games there average about 70 players. The most we ever had there was 120-ish, which was awesome. There was BBs everywhere. And we do have access to vehicles out there, more juggernauts, bigger player base. So where Part 1 was more of a scrimmage, small scale fight, the second one is definitely going to be a war. I'm seeing quite a few folks from up north are going to be coming out that I've been talking to. We've got some special guests from out of town coming in. A lot of travelers are coming to this one. It's going to be a ball. We certainly have a new objective structure with the breakthrough mode, which I think everybody is very eager to try out because of the larger player pool, larger field, 40 acres. We're actually going to increase the amount of CPs in each zone, so it's going to be much harder to capture a zone. And I'm going to allow the scavengers to start off on the attack. All right, you will have the morning to start your attacks, right? Get that much needed revenge. I'm hearing everybody saying, we need revenge. We need to turn the tides of this war. We need to take those U.S. guys down, right? So I'm real excited about that. You scavs are definitely out for blood, right? Right. If you haven't been out to Roanoke, a couple people have asked me already. They allow camping. They have a dedicated section for camping. They have a little fire pit out there. I think generally there's about 15 or so, sometimes more, that are camping out on the field on Friday. You can also do it on Saturday if you don't want to drive home tired. Absolutely take advantage of that. If you're more cultured, I guess, and you want to sleep on a bed, there are plenty of small hotels, motels around. Honestly, guys, just pull up Google Maps and type in hotel, and there's a bunch that our team has stayed at around the lake. One of my favorite ones is the Halesford Harbor Resort, if I'm getting the name right. They're not 4 minutes down the road from the field. They're, I think, $80 a night, something like that on the off season. And they're waterfront rooms right next to a nice little restaurant. That's all on the water. And most of the nicer ones are on the water as well. And there's more, 10, 15 minutes away. So there's a lot of options for you guys if you're looking to come and you don't want to drive, 2 hours in the morning from Richmond or wherever you're coming from. So a lot of options for you. Now, just a quick ticket update for you guys. We already have more pre-regs for Part 2 than we had total players Part 1. And I think that's fantastic. Just last night, I was checking it, and we had a bunch of them come in. They had to be buddies. A bunch of buddies came in for the Scavs. Scavs are building their army quick, and they are definitely, like I said, out for blood. I think they're around 60% to their soft cap, which is awesome. And a soft cap, for those of you who don't know, that's just, a number I put in place so that one team doesn't outnumber the other one. So once the soft cap is reached by the Scavs, which I'm sure it'll be in the next week or so, no more Scav tickets will be sold pre-reg until the U.S. catch up. And then if that doesn't happen, then the walk-ins will fill the gaps, right, to make it an even fight. So that I like to do that, guys, because I don't want to see you guys show up and it's like 30-5. That's not a fight. That's a slaughter, right? I mean, we want it to be a good, even push fight. Pretty fun. So tickets are moving pretty quick. Very excited. I'm sure this is going to be another blowout force-on-force event at Roanoke Airsoft for you guys. But do check out all the rules and details on our website. The map has already been posted. And for anyone that's joined already or is looking to join in the future, we have private channels on our Discord available for you guys to chat with the teammates, to chat with your COs, to make sure you have everything. And they're private. So, like, you guys can start strategizing if you want to get that hardcore to see how do we want to push this, this objective. How do we want to move quickly? So I'm really excited about that one. There's always good chatter on those. But yeah, anyway, 5 weeks away, guys. More information is going to be coming soon for Part 2. And I'm really looking forward for some more Pew action with you guys. So I'll see you then.